All right. Good morning, everybody. It's about 10 minutes to 11 on March 15th, 2021. And pretty sure I'm just going to call it a day here. $355 Green Day. Uh, I can be pretty happy with that. I'm going for 500. My target is 500 bucks a day. Um, because there are roughly 250 trading days a year. If I can pull down 500 bucks a day, then I'll bring down some decent cash. That's respectable earnings. That's respectable living. At 355, you can see here. That's still respectable. It's just that taxes and fees, after taxes and fees and everything, 88,000 turns into probably about 40 to 44,000. So I mean, I'm not going to complain. It's still good money. It's just not quite the threshold that I'm looking for right now. So I'm still keeping my risk pretty low. I mean, I'm trading like a maximum of 200 to 500 shares, which is really, I could take more risk. It's just I'm not ready to yet. So, I've been doing this for a long time. I mean, on and off for a long time. I started in 2006, but I haven't been doing it for a living until 2000 and 2019. So I'm still going on just over 2 years of doing this full time. And getting good at trading takes a long time. It takes experience. So I'll go over I'll recap the trades that I took here. You can see I've got PENN, FAMI, PENN again, and then NXPI. So I had more shares out, and I'll show you on the charts. It's a little bit easier on the charts. I had 200 in order of 200 total for NXPI and for PENN. It's just the price didn't come down low enough to fill me before a move, well past actually 1%. You can see both here. So I got just a little bit more than 1% on NXPI and got about 2% here on PENN. These were the first trades that I took. So I'll go over them, show you what I did. Maybe what I do differently next time. Maybe, I don't know. Let's take a look. So NXPI, I had 200 shares staggered between 195.46 and 193.33, and I had them staggered at 40 shares apiece. That's about a $2 spread. So every 40 cents. So I had an entry at 195.46, then 195.06, then 194.66, 194.26, down to 193.33. And you can see here, so it came into my price, and I got filled on the first 40 shares, and then it took off to the upside. So I made $2.09 on this trade. And let's see if the time was at roughly 9 in the first minute. I got filled, and then I sold it at 9:34.04. So let's see, 9:31, 32, 33, 34. So in this candle right here, I sold the position for a $2 gain. I was watching the level 2, and I was like, okay, well, it's time to exit this trade. There are sellers coming in and selling this run up right here. So let me take profits on NXPI. Wait, NXPI. Okay, so I did get filled. Okay, I got filled on 2. So I got filled at 195.46 there, and then it came down. Maybe. Well, somehow I got into 80 shares. I got into 80 shares here somehow. So anyway, on 80 shares, yeah, I made $2. So it was $160. So I was like, okay, cool. And I had those orders programmed in, ready to go. I put them in pre-market for when the market opened. Then PENN, now PENN, it was getting close to the market open, and I had 200 shares on this one, but on this one I had 40 shares here at 137.77, and then 160 shares at 136.48. So I got filled at 137.77, but it didn't make it all the way down to my second number. And then after the first minute here, you can see, let's see, I bought these at 137.77, and then I sold PENN at 9:34 and 16 seconds. So right in here, 9:34 and 16 seconds. And you can see, I kind of capped. I sold for $2.44 profit per share. $2.44 profit per share. So having bought at 137.77, let's do some math real quick. 137.77 plus $2.40, 2.44 equals 140. So I sold right over 140, 140.21. And I sold it in this candle right here. So I don't know, I think I was looking at it at the time and I was like, okay, well, I've made, 2% on this trade and my target is 1%. So I'll take profits. And of course it did run up here to 142 roughly. Yeah, it hit a high of 142 there. So I did cap some profits there, but I also made money. So, it's kind of there's a fine line between, it was a small position. I suppose if I'd gotten into 200 shares right here, like if I'd put my whole 200 on 137.77, maybe I would have taken half at this 140.21 and then let the rest ride to see how high it would go. But I was only in PENN for 40 shares, so I just took the whole position off, which isn't a big position by any stretch of the imagination. All right, and so then FAM, there's like a $2 rule. I don't know. I guess it's probably well known in trading that if you're looking for a minimum of 20 cents, which a lot of traders will be like, I'm only going to jump into something if I can make at least 20 cents. That most moves, it's not really a hard and fast rule, but if I don't see at least a 20-cent move that's going to happen, then I'm not interested. So anyway, FAM started to pop up over $2 here in the opening candle. And I took 500 shares. So if it pops up 20 cents, then I'm making $100. You can see here on FAMI, I should say, that I only got 12 cents and 15 cents and 15 cents here. So I had an order in to sell at 2.02, even though I got in it at $2. If I put my order to sell in well below the bid, I'm sure to get filled on the entire thing. So it popped up here above 2, went to as high as 2.18 and started falling away pretty quickly. Actually, it was on this candle right here. This is the candle that I entered on. Let's take a look here. No, I'm sorry. Oh, I got it in this one pre-market. 9:23 in the morning. And then I let it go at 9:36. Well, yeah. So I got okay. So I like this stock because it's profitable. It's a small cap that's profitable, and it's actually has revenues. The revenues fell from 2019 to 2020, but it's actually got a positive net income, which is uncommon in small caps. So it's like, okay, so I got in at $2 a share here, pre-market, and I was paying attention to, that's right, I was paying attention to PENN in NXP, and then when FAM started running up, I started paying attention to it, and it got into, let's see, the 936 candle. Yeah, so this candle right here, it started falling back down. I was like, okay, let me get rid of it. I'm going to dump it. And I dumped it on this candle right here for 15 cents and 12 cents profit on 500 shares. And then I took another stab at PENN. Let's see. PENN at 9:47 in the morning here for 60 shares total. And dumped it at 9:50. Oh yeah, okay. I took a stab at it at 40 with 40 shares, then another stab at it with 20 shares. So I didn't have a high degree of confidence in these trades on PENN. Well, let's see, 9:47. I don't have an entry time for this one. I don't know why it's showing all zeros right here. Anyway, so let me go look at 9:47 on PENN. What was happening at 9:47? 46. Oh, okay, that's right. So I had a second level on PENN at 136.48 that it came down close to, but didn't hit. And the reason I got out of this trade so quickly, I didn't stay in it for very long, but that's because inside of this candle, it hit my number, ran up, and came back down again. And I was like, oh, wait a second. Usually, if I'm in a trade, if I have levels like this, and it comes down close to a level, but then moves away again, that takes this level, that for me, that takes this level off of the board. And I'd forgotten that. When I saw this coming back up a bunch, so my alarm went off. I was like, okay, and I'll get into a position here. And I think I was in at 136.30. Actually, I know I was, now that I think about it. I was at $136.30 for the move back up over this level. And it made the move over the level, and it was struggling, and so I let it go 2 minutes later at 9:50 inside of this candle right here. And so, yeah, I was like, all right, I'm done. And that was 40 shares for a total of 42 cents profit. And then I gave it another shot again, and I've forgotten. It was only on 20 shares this time, so I was keeping risk really low. And I think I was like, okay, it caught support here at this level, so maybe that's the level that'll it'll bottom out and take a run. I had a low conviction rate, but I got 38 cents on those 20 shares for $7.70. MP is one that I've had my eye on for a while, and I didn't put levels on it this morning. I wish I would have. This was a good trade. There was something to trade here. It gapped up. I may not have gotten into a trade, but I should have at least put levels on it. Yeah, so that's pretty much the day for me. I'm gonna go home, do some chores, take care of some bills, and that's it. All right, everyone. Good luck out there today. Keep your risk tight. Stay sharp. Click like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Out.